Well, good morning. Did you sleep okay? How about them new sheets on the guest bed? You think they're doing all right? I think they're doing all right. I mean, I've been sleeping on them for the past 2 months. We gonna do this again today? Another day of this? Shit, I know you ain't been happy with me for a while, but these last couple weeks have been. They've been a trip. Oh, tell me, Damien, why do you think I'm mad at you? Well, I would assume you're mad at me for a couple of the choices I made with the pack. Really? What gave you that idea? Mostly because, this whole silence thing between us started when I stopped the hunts. Oh, look. You do remember how to speak to me. Isn't that fun? Listen, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that everything's okay and just live in silence. You don't like me filling in your dialogue here. Why don't you add some of your own? How the hell can you have said all you want to say? You haven't said a damn thing in the last couple weeks. Oh, like hell you have. Been talking to the walls here, sleeping in our guest bedroom. Well, clearly you didn't want me in ours, and, well, I'm not going to be one to force myself into a bed, so. Well, can we maybe have a conversation now? I mean, I know it's a little early. It's why I asked how you slept. I didn't realize it was such a problem for me to take a consideration of my mate, figure out what's going on, see if she needs anything. Damn, have we really fallen that far apart? Well, it feels like I'm a different person, and it's because I've tried to tell you I kind of am. Because a lot's happened, and because I need to understand the things that have happened. A man who I consider one of my most aggressive adversaries just saved my life. You think that ain't gonna change things? Hey, what did I tell you? I don't care what I used to say. I don't care how I used to act. You do not use that term for him in my presence. Shit, you know I ain't gonna do anything about it. But at the same time, I am not going to stand here and listen to it. Because I don't want to. Because maybe I'm starting to realize a few things. Because maybe, just maybe, I'm trying to be better. No, 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 no. I'm not bitter because of the reasons you think I'm bitter. Yes, I've spoken to my father. Yes, I know he's just as angry with me as you are. Is that such a shock that the two of us had a conversation? Oh, I assure you, the mighty Alistair Calwin is not above picking up a phone and yelling at his son. The fact I'm a grown ass man doesn't mean a damn thing to him. Of course. When in doubt, side with my daddy. You know, just because you side with him doesn't mean you're going to get in his good graces, right? Darling, I would like nothing more than for you and my dad to get along better. But if this is that version of getting along better, I think I'd rather you two be on the outs. What do you want from me? Huh? Well, shit, that ain't gonna happen. I'm not gonna become the old Damien once again. I can't do that. Because too much has changed. The hell it hasn't. You weren't there that night. You didn't see what I saw. I took a man who has been an adversary. I kidnapped him. I dragged him to a warehouse in the middle of nowhere, and I was fully intending on killing him. His mate showed up, had me dead to rights, and they both let me escape. You know, they let me escape. Let's be fair. They could have put two into me at any time and been done with it. They let me leave. Hell, more than let me leave. I'd make the argument he saved my life. Because he had every right to just let Tobin end me right then and there. Hell, he could have used the Tobin distraction to put me down. He could have put me down and blamed the whole thing on Tobin and walked away scot-free. But he didn't. He saved me, he got me out of there, and then, on top of everything else, he lived up to his word, met me later, and was fully willing to let me kill him right then and there. You weren't there. It was in his eyes. He was ready. He'd made his peace. He fully expected me to want to kill him. Yeah, well, maybe you should have come along then. Maybe you'd feel a little differently about this. Because I'm done trying to get you to understand how to feel about this. I wish I could get you to be on my side or even just see my side, but you are so dead set that maybe, just maybe, we're wrong. Maybe we're wrong about this whole pure blood thing. Maybe we're wrong about what we do to humans. Maybe everything you and I have known all these years is wrong. Of course. Can't be wrong if my daddy says it ain't. And you don't want to turn against him. It's not his pack anymore, it's mine. When he joined the council, he made me the alpha. My word is law now, not his. If I say those hunts are done, those hunts are done. I don't care that he started them. Yeah, well, if a Calwin started them, then maybe, just maybe, a Calwin needed to be the one to end them. Have you ever thought that? Because if a Calwin didn't end them, nobody would. And more innocent people would be getting hurt, maimed, or killed. Shit, I've already got one innocent on my conscience. Oh, come on now. You know his brother-in-law or mate's brother, however the hell they term it. That's on me. I may not have been the one to turn him, but it was one of ours. Yeah, it was. And I will be damned if I'm gonna let that just hang in the ether. That was on us. And hell, you always go, well, what would your daddy think? My daddy would be furious with that outcome. Because my daddy doesn't believe in turning. If you're not a pureblood, you're not worthy of the gift of the wolf. So, he shouldn't even be alive. Jesus, are you so far down the rabbit hole with him? Is that really your best suggestion? I am not gonna go kill an innocent who just was in the wrong place at the wrong time while we were being our terrible selves. You want me to go kill a kid because he got turned into a werewolf against his own free will? This is the new Damien. There ain't no old Damien anymore. This is the new one. And I will be damned if I'm gonna let you or my daddy tell me who to be anymore. Yeah, well, maybe this is who I always was and I just forgot it. I don't know anymore. Yeah, well, why don't you enlighten me about who I am? Shit, at least my mate's finally speaking to me. Oh, classy. You don't want to be mates anymore. We don't have to be. You are free to go. Yeah, wolves mate for life. I get that. But clearly you have some other thoughts about me burgeoning, so why don't you explain those? Shit. Sometimes I wonder why you haven't just put a knife in my back. It'd suit you. Hell, I've never felt this way until a couple weeks ago. I did love you. I still do love you. But my God, you have grown to hate me quick. Has to make a man wonder. That perhaps, and just hear me out now, the woman he thought was going to be his mate till the day he died, the woman who would be under the moonlight with him every single time, never really cared in the first place. Maybe, just maybe, she married him because, it upped her standing. What family did you come from again? Darling, that's rich. Give me the cold shoulder for the last 3 weeks and don't expect me to lash out just a little bit? Well, fine you then. Shit. This just ain't going nowhere, is it? It's been a fun morning. We should talk, but maybe we're not ready. I don't know. Because I don't want to lose what we have. I don't want to lose who we are. But I can't go back. I really can't. How about we try something a little more gentle? What are your plans for the day? Oh, that sounds fun. Nice little way to unwind. Oh, me, I'm about to head off to the clinic. I got a couple patients already scheduled. A couple of cats, somebody's bird, and, oh, Caleb's bringing his dog by. Oh, fucking course. Really, you expect me to just let him go somewhere else? Dog's in trouble, needs my help. I don't care who the hell owns the animal. I will always have the animal's back. You know that. Girl, don't start getting on me about that. I am not going to let an animal suffer just because I may or may not have a gripe with its owner. Caleb and I are in a weird place. I admit that freely. Sure, a couple months ago, I'd have hated the man, but I never, ever would have turned his dog away. And if you can't remember that, maybe you don't know who I am. Because I'm starting to get real freaking angry. No, no, no. Nah, I ain't gonna let you do that to me. I ain't gonna let you turn me into my daddy. I ain't gonna let you make me the man he was with my mom. Hell with this. I'm going to work. See you later.